Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cult Classics Podcast. Cameron Jones here, as always, with my co-host,
Jordan Jones.
Mark Nussle.
Ooh, nice switcheroo. Those listening in the audio world, we'll see if you can figure out what they did.
Jordan Jones, Manchester, Iowa.
Sorry.
Social Security for it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know he was doing the Mighty Ducks thing.
Quack.
We're in
Quack.
the Olympics
Quack.
now.
Quack.
You've already seen our lineup. We're keeping things going strong with arguably the best Mighty Duck movie, D2, The Mighty Ducks. Gordon Bombay is forced to withdraw from the minor hockey league with a knee injury. Much to his surprise, he is given the job to coach Team USA hockey for the Junior Goodwill Games in California. With most of the Ducks and a few new players in tow, he sets forth for LA. All appears to be going well, for a while, but the hype of Hollywood starts to get to Gordon, and he is distracted when Iceland, the favorite to win the title, appear on the scene.
From the guy who brought you George of the Jungle.
Always coming up.
Georgia of the Jungle.
Starring Emilio Estevez.
Emilio!
Joshua Jackson. Keenan Thompson.
This knuckle puck time.
And a bunch of other kids you've seen in the first one. The Mighty Ducks 2. Electric Boogaloo.
I will argue this is one of those movies that is a better sequel than an original. We were talking about that off air.
And when the wind blows and the sky is black.
Ducks fly
Ducks
together.
fly together.
And just when you think they're about to break apart.
Ducks fly together.
And when Gordon Bombay gets a DUI and has to coach a Pee Wee hockey team for community service.
Ducks fly together.
The only thing tougher than turning losers into champions is doing it twice.
D2, The Mighty Ducks.
All right, cast and crew. This movie is directed by Sam Weisman, also directed George of the Jungle, and that is about it.
How
Didn't even
is
direct
that
the first
possible
one.
for how often George of the Jungle, I feel like, has come up on this podcast? Just producers and other things?
No, I think we just find our way there.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, how did that? I don't know. It's just a big web.
It
from
finds
George of the
you.
Jungle.
Well, we have done,
Yeah, a lot of movies.
but not only that, but I mean...
Brendan Fraser,
We get Brendan
Leslie
Fraser's
Mann,
always
yeah.
on the tip of the tongue.
Sure. Written by Stephen Brill. He did the first Mighty Ducks, Heavyweights. He did Little Nicky, and then he also did the 2018 Adam Sandler stand-up with when he did the guitar.
Nice.
With his guitar.
So kid-friendly, family-friendly comedy stuff.
Yeah.
And then Adam Sandler.
And then he took a way long break.
Yeah. Music by J.A.C. Redford. He also did D3, Heavyweights, George of the Jungle 2. Didn't quite get enough creds for the first George of the Jungle. And A Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Nice,
Oh,
right
yeah,
on
I
the
used to watch
wheelhouse.
that all the time as a kid, but now I don't really remember it.
All right, on to the cast. Emilio Estevez plays Gordon Bombay. He's back for the second movie.
Young Guns.
Let's see.
That's it.
That's it.
Young Guns 1 and 2.
Breakfast Club.
Breakfast
Oh,
Club.
yeah, that's pretty big.
You know, Emilio Estevez.
Joshua Jackson is back to play Charlie.
Dawson's Creek, is that what he went on to later?
I'd say most famous for Dawson's Creek. Check out in the future our episode on Urban Legend. Maybe we'll do that.
I do want to do that next Halloween.
Fulton is back for the second movie. A lot of these kids are just back from the second movie, so
Guy
That's where you
plays
know
Fulton, I would say, has one of the most consistent acting careers out of
Nub.
anybody in the cast.
Idle Hands.
Yep.
Went on to Sons
She's
of
all
Anarchy, shows up and stuff now. I mean, he's
Hunger Games.
less
Yep.
than a character actor, but a TV character
He
actor,
pops
if
up.
that makes sense.
Goldberg back for the second time. He's in Heavyweights. Averman is back again. He's in Home Alone.
Averman?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
Is he one
Where?
of I don't even know where.
Yeah, is he just one of the family members?
not.
Let me
though.
double check
Yeah, he
that.
couldn't
but
be if
Matt
it-
Doherty.
I'll wait.
Home Alone. He's Stefan.
Okay.
All right.
And Stefan is
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. Come at us, people. I don't know.
Jesse, he's in The Sandlot.
A lot of Sandlot crossovers here.
Brandon Quinton
Oh,
Adams.
sorry, that's not Benny the Jet. Sorry, Jesse.
Oh, he is also the Benny
he's-
the Jet Rodriguez is
yeah, he's in here too.
Mike Vitar plays Luis. He's in The Sandlot. Benny the Jet Rodriguez. Aaron Lohr plays Portman. Did you know that? So he's Dean Portman, one of the Bash Brothers. Mm-hmm. He plays Max in a Goofy movie.
Oh, really? For sure in Newsies.
For sure in Rents, for sure in Newsies, so has a voice.
Has a dancing
I think
song.
he's more of a dancer, right?
I believe so.
Banksy's back. That cake eater.
The artist?
Banksy.
Oh, okay.
Cake eater.
Connie's back.
Biggest
She's in
role
What
on
Hot
the
American
team?
Summer.
Wait, what was that?
I was gonna say Banksy's got the biggest role in the team, but the actor is a very small role. In
True.
The movies.
Yeah, I mean, Banksy could go to the NHL. Keenan Thompson is in this, the second one. He plays Russ.
I mean, you know him from Nick, all that, SNL, and lots
The
of things.
Burger.
Yeah.
And this is actually kind of fun. One of the Gunner, I think one of the Icelandic.
He's the not mean one that respects people.
Like, let's shake hands at the end.
Let's shake the hands.
He does a
You lost it for
shit ton
yourself.
of
TV?
Voice
shit
work?
ton of video game voiceovers. He is in The Last of Us Part 2. He does the Black Ops Part 4, Far Cry. Is the Spyro Reignited trilogy what you've been playing? Mm-hmm. He does a lot of that.
Oh, nice. I'm guessing he's just the
Fallout.
dragons.
He's the Sims voice. Yeah, so
Nice.
I won't go too much further than that. There's a lot of sort of side characters and smaller roles that.
And this one's such a big cast. It's going to be overwhelming, so I'm fine with cutting it and moving on.
Let me go through some of these celeb cameos though that we have in here.
Sure.
Wayne Gretzky's in the movie.
Sure
Christy Yamaguchi, champion Olympic figure skater. Greg Louganis, champion Olympic diver. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Chris Chelios. Cam Neely, some NHL hockey players, and Mike Doc Emmerich, who was like a major NHL commentator. So
Nice. This
cameos.
isn't our Mount Rushmore, but it should be a competition between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Donald Trump. Who says no to least?
That's true.
They show up and it's so random how many things those two show up in. I mean, at least Kareem seemed to be sort of sports movies, but
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Should we move it on to Unverified?
we shall.
Welcome to Unverified and the Cult Classic Movie Phone. It's March 25th, 1994, and currently in theaters you could have seen RoboCop.
Okay.
I thought that was a 80s movie, but I was wrong.
RoboCop 1?
Yep.
94.
Supposedly. 4 Weddings and a Funeral. The original, obviously. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Thumbelina, which I don't remember, but I know people like that.
Is that animated?
Yep.
Okay.
Major League 2.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Above the Rim, that basketball movie with Tupac Shakur.
That's a good movie.
And Naked Gun 33 1/3.
I'm seeing D2.
Yeah, I'm seeing D2.
I'm seeing D2.
Do believe... Oh, no. I saw D3 in the Manchester Theater. I think it was like one of those free matinee
D3?
ones.
Okay.
And that'll be the last you hear me talk about D3.
Yeah, I love D3 to be honest.
Really?
I really do. I like D3 a lot.
So actually, I could do a podcast on that because I watched it right after D2. So if there's any follow-up questions...
Well, hold that for the next one. So this might get a question out of the way for a later category, but initially Russia was considered as playing the role, but just as our tension with Russia for once was kind of like subsiding, they're like, maybe we should just pick another country, and they're like Iceland.
Let's go with the happiest place on earth, Iceland.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but it seems happy.
Yeah, it seems beautiful. Iceland is green and Greenland is covered in ice. We know this now.
I think I knew
I learned
it
that in like
then.
elementary school, and like that was always still
Yeah.
just shocking.
Yeah, but it was one of those things like, hey, you want to know something?
Yeah,
Do you want to know something?
So the actress who played the Icelandic trainer, Maria Elsing, she actually is Icelandic. So she was an unofficial kind of consultant on the team. So any of the kids speaking with an accent was her coaching and her doing accent work with them. But somewhat uncredited. She just happened
Pretty
to...
sure only 2 of them talked.
Yep, and it was all
Did she
because
help
of
the
her.
coach out at all, or was the coach Icelandic?
I'm gonna field that one. No.
Am I saying that right? Icelandic?
I would assume
Icelandic?
Icelandic. If you listen to the WTF podcast, you may know that Mark Maron filmed a cameo in this that never...
Cameron's just sniping all these because there's literally like 4 unverified.
There's
He's
not much.
taking
You got 'em
all
all.
of them.
Hey, I'm rerouting this on track, but I'm sure you've heard Mark Maron say that he was in D2, but he got cut. He played Angry Valet.
Oh, that sounds like it. He would have been, by all accounts for Mark
But
Maron,
his scenes were deleted, obviously.
real coked
yep.
up during this time, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Just
sure.
dealing with it. Or coming off coke or something.
Right around that time, yeah.
Rehabbing. The biggest one is that the real NHL team was named after the Mighty Ducks. And that's why...
Crazy.
So the
Hold
Anaheim...
on, is that true?
Yeah. So Bob Eisenberger, whatever at Disney, he kind of greenlit this sequel. It's like, hey, this is going to be twofold. One, we had a hit with the original one, but two, we own this new team and we're going to name it after the Mighty Ducks and cross-pollinate.
Crazy.
Those Ducks jerseys, those original Ducks jerseys. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the ones in the original Mighty Ducks, the green ones,
sure.
which are sick. Mm-hmm. Even just as sick, but the Mighty Ducks ones that they change into in this movie,
those are the best ones.
I mean, they designed it. The Anaheim Ducks designed it off of this logo that existed in this movie first.
Wasn't there like an animated
action series? Yeah, on Disney.
Of the Mighty Ducks that were
Yeah, it
just
wasn't
like,
great, but I watched it as a kid a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the color scheme at this time was so many sports franchises like
a turquoise purple,
turquoise
silver, like that is
everything.
A great color scheme. This is where the term knuckle puck comes from. There's a band that we love that like took their name from this, so just kind of wanted to mention that. And this is the only film of the trilogy where Banks isn't forced to choose between the team he plays for and another team that's probably better than the Ducks.
Yeah, because he would be a flip-flopper like that.
Yeah, fucking cake eater.
It's not his fault he's the best and rich. Cameron, get off Banks' back.
He actually is the only original Duck to score on the team in competition that we see. It's all
not true. Averman scores.
Maybe it's just the final game that I read that.
Accidentally?
No, it's not. It's passed to
it's
him.
an own goal?
So this is actually a tease because I am going to... This is an actual tease because I am going to bring it up. But Averman does score during the fly-in V when we see it versus not Iceland, but
Someone.
When Gordon Bombay comes back in the middle of the game, like, guys, I'm back. Right, whatever.
It's actually funny.
Averman scores.
You kind of brought that up. The teams that we see the USA playing are countries that typically don't have established hockey. They played Trinidad. They played Italy. Like, a lot of the people we were seeing wouldn't be good teams necessarily.
No, they played Germany.
Yeah, they did play other ones, but a lot of the games they focused on were, other than like Iceland, were kind of weird teams.
I mean, the plain big plot point in the movie is the Russians, except we don't see them.
Yeah. Well, it's important for everyone else. It's like Quidditch. You know, we need Ravenclaw to lose for us to get back in.
Iceland wasn't like a big hockey country. I thought that was odd.
It seems like it would be. It seems like most just Nordic kind of countries
so green.
are. And,
I think they have a really low population. Really, yeah, you got it.
Mark, do you recognize this cameo from D3? Scott White, the one that plays Gunner, is the only person from that team.
D3 or D2? I'm sorry.
D3. So Gunner from D2, the Let's Go Shake the Hans, he actually makes a cameo in the... Oh, I guess it's a cameo. I mean, it's just D3. A role. This time he's Scooter in D3. He's just a goalie.
He's the goalie.
Yeah.
You know, I know that. I watched it last night. If you guys got any questions about D3, now may be the time to ask me.
Sure don't.
I fucking like D3.
It's not bad. It really is, though, D3, and I normally don't do this because we're doing D2. Mm-hmm. D3 is really the Charlie Conaway story. A lot to deal with him. It's like all his story. All right.
Coach Bombay switches goalies at the end final shootout. That is not allowed in hockey. You cannot do that unless there's an injury.
I don't know if this is unverified or not, but they do announce it during the game. They're like, I guess it's not illegal to switch your jerseys at halftime.
Oh, yeah, they say it, but I think it might be.
Is.
Or after this, they definitely wrote it in and be like, people can't do that, though, just in case.
Yeah.
I don't get this at all, but the character of Jan, modeled off of Hans, was heavily modeled after George Martin, the producer for the Beatles.
I mean, I know who he is, but
didn't get that vibe.
He died so young, though. He died like at 33.
That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, apparently
it's just the dumbest
just
thing
modeled after him, I guess.
It doesn't make sense, though. He died at 33, and he wasn't a Nordic man that lived in Minnesota. I don't get it.
Me either. But that's all I had for Unverified.
When they recast him, they're like, think of George Martin. Okay, we're going for George Martin type. You're like the Beatles manager who died in his mid-30s?
The one and only.
Yeah. All right, I got a guy for you. I think I know what you're going with. I got it.
Should we move it on to questions?
Comments.
Animosities.
Comment. I know this is minor league hockey, beginning of the movie, and there might not be that much talent in there, but that commenter is really focusing on Bombay and really setting him up for failure. Like, nothing could stop him from getting to the major leagues now.
Well, we all agree that sports commentators have the ability, maybe the godlike ability to jinx
Put a
people.
jinx on something.
I mean, that's just a jinx.
You think
if
you
I've
put a
ever
jinx
seen
on
it.
him? I think so.
I'm really not superstitious, but the sports commentator jinx is 100% true.
Let's talk a little bit about that Bombay story. So he had a career as a child peewee.
He never made it to over 10. We've all thought about this. We all watched Mighty
Pee-wee
Ducks
hockey
1.
player.
He quit. We did. Have we done D1?
No.
Haven't we?
No, we have
anyway,
not.
I rewatched it not too long ago. He quit. He didn't make it to
No, he didn't even do middle school or high school hockey. All of a sudden, at 29,
definitely did do college.
he's in the minors, almost making the NHL. That's a feat in itself. Good on you, Bombay.
And let's not forget, well, all around, he's not a good guy. The only reason he gets in this situation in the first place
come on.
is a DUI. He hit rock bottom and he's forced into it. And then
Why isn't he a good guy?
Because it takes him like 3 days to completely switch his personality and turn into an asshole.
Okay, so this movie proves how bad he is. The first movie, he's
It's a good redeeming story.
I wouldn't even say he's
You
got
get
a heart
handed
of
a
gold.
mansion on the waterfront, and you're not going to turn into a little bit of a prick.
It took him it was such a short amount of time for him to completely change. And
I guess I got a little Gordon Bombay in me. That's all.
I think we all do, but like that's not a guy with a heart of gold. Okay, let's go back to where we were. If Gordon Bombay made it to the National Hockey League, that's a movie in itself. That's a 29-year-old, 32-year-old rookie in the NHL.
Yeah.
It's the rookie only for baseball. So the biggest category in this film is how bad of a person Gordon Bombay is, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure.
How long is this tournament? 3 weeks?
Oh, I do have some questions
4
about
weeks?
that.
Let's not get too close to the tournament yet. Let's kind of chronological.
Because there are a lot of problems with that. It seems like there should be tryouts for the team. I get they're getting Coach Bombay, but it doesn't seem like if it's the USA team, it shouldn't just be taking that winning team and then finding like some ringers.
Well, yeah, it's like what Gordon Bombay only has a history of really taking a peewee team to the championship, just
to the championship of a city league.
of the city league, just once.
This
So, I
isn't
mean,
even
like,
a national
there are
tournament.
other
They won the Greater St. Paul.
There's a lot of people
Minneapolis
who
area.
played from middle
should
school
be
through high school.
in front of him in the line for sure. I don't know why, but seeing Gordon Bombay with a cane instead of a crutches makes me seem like it's like more of a lifelong injury than like than just like some
Than a
sort
quick
of
turnaround.
like yeah 2 month like ACL. Like him with a cane, it's just like he's gonna be like that forever.
Also, I don't know why it bothers me so much. This is just like a jumping head little thing, but when he's skating those sweatpants, when he's falling down all the time, I'm like, God, they're gonna start getting wet, bro. We can move on from that.
I mean, just a category.
Yeah,
just bugs me.
I did write
Sweatpants,
down.
they don't wick. They're not moisture wicking.
No,
are
you
they?
can tell. He falls on his ass a few times. You think there's not gonna be an ass print of him just skating around?
yeah.
Like
I did write down for my notes, and I write down very few notes, how uncomfortable Emilio Estevez in a sweatsuit makes me feel.
Yeah.
It's like highlights how small he is, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Sure.
And that's no insult to his size. It just really highlights it.
He's a short king.
The real question is, they're putting together this team, right? Mm-hmm. The Hendrick Sport guy seems to be at the forefront of it, but they're making it seem like they just found out about the tournament 2 days before the tournament happened.
It's a money grab.
No, I understand his. So it's just this got some notoriety, maybe in Good Morning America or something, and we know the Ducks.
Jan's been talking it up for months now. He's been trying to get him the job. It does seem like this is all falling together too quickly last second, though, and there's probably some sort of money Ponzi scheme where some illegal shit's going on.
The PR guy that puts together the team, the Hollywood type, he's just a Hendrick sales rep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Not a Hendricks family member at all.
No, just a sales rep.
Mr. Tibbles, Mr. Tibbles.
Odd name.
Animosity. He gets a puck to the head, knocked unconscious, and then when they do a cognitive test, he says something completely baffling, and they're just like, he'll sleep it off. Just let him
we
nap.
didn't have CTE checks in
I'm
the
just
90s. What are you
saying,
talking
like,
about?
and the Zamboni, like two just major expensive. Yeah, like that's not like a shrug it off thing. Like, oh, you guys like tore down a wall. They're like, you guys, that's gonna cost thousands of dollars.
When they brought Mr. Tibbles back, I'm like, oh, smelling salt. I guess we don't use that anymore because they worry about brains.
Yeah.
90s Nickelodeon and 90s Disney, all you have to do is ooh, oh, and it's just
his head's he's really confused. Oh, it's fine.
When Tibbles is learning to skate though, and he flies over the railing, has got one of my favorite parts of the movie. Yes, he can skate. Hans, Jan. Sorry, yeah, Jan.
We
Hans'
all
brother.
want it to be Hans.
Hans comes back and dies in the third one. Just
Good for
Well,
him.
Jesus Christ. The first and the third have Hans. You want Hans. Jan Jan.
I might be a Jan guy.
Nah, I'm not a Jan guy. Jan sucks.
He gives me a little more George Martin feel.
Hans cares more about Charlie, and I'm a Charlie guy.
Okay, can we talk about Charlie now? We've worked our way there.
Sure.
I know Charlie's got dad issues, and he's trying to fill that void in so many places.
Correct.
And I know his heart, if albeit is dumb, is supposed to be in the right spot.
One quick throwaway comment off your point. Did anyone notice how they just threw that sly? And his mom's like with that stepdad he doesn't like, so he's here all the time. There's kind of be like, and he's clearly having problems
Who
at
said
home.
that, the commentator?
No, Jan at the beginning, like, oh yeah, since his mom married that douchebag, he's been here all the time. So
It's like
things
that,
did not get better.
It's like that episode of Always Sunny when they're on the mountain and she's like,
Oh,
how does the mountain know everything?
Yeah, who's this commentary?
Yeah, what is this?
Chances are you guys listening to this didn't just rewatch the movie, but Jans fills in all the loose ends that we need right at the beginning of the movie. It's such beautiful exposition. It's like, hey, let me fill you in what just happened.
It needs one of those of just like, hey, why isn't Hans here? Let me explain.
I'll explain to you.
What's the dish he brings out? There was someone on Reddit was like
they
that.
make fun of him. It's just like eggs and bacon.
Someone said like
good.
eggs actually wouldn't have been served with that schnitzel or something like that. I was like, all right.
Okay, where were we?
You're just Charlie a little bit.
Oh, Charlie, we get together this ragtag group and we're gonna make like the USA Ducks. When Charlie's like, Coach Bombay, but we're the Ducks. It's like, are you fucking idiot, Charlie? You were there for.
There's money involved. You
Like we're Team USA. We've stepped up now.
Plus, we've also, if you haven't noticed, Charlie, gotten rid of 4 of your friends from our city team. Not all of them made it. It's not even the real Ducks.
And it was your fault because you were the one that gathered them. So it's like,
where's Danny Tamborelli? You're right. He's gone.
He didn't make it. Where's that little guy in the leather coat? He didn't make it. And his sister. Where the fuck are all
it's
they?
a city league. This is trying to get kids off the street and after school programs, and they're all doing drugs now.
So I was a little curious about the age group. Is this just the junior division of like the USA team, or like what is this?
Yes,
what are we
junior
doing?
division, junior Olympics, the
they call it
goodwill.
They
Is it
call it
even
the
affiliated
Goodwill
with
Dance.
any Olympics? I don't think so.
I don't know. It seems like it's just the Hendricks putting this up for a money Ponzi scheme again.
Yeah.
Well, because my comment here is like, it seems like this company's putting a lot of weird, lofty goals on a junior hockey team, like a Wheaties box. Like, have you guys there are like championships for junior like baseball and shit. Do you guys know any team that's ever won? Yeah, I don't care either.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
I guess question one, I guess, is there a junior Olympics? But
Like, does one really exist? I assume so in some capacity, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is the Goodwill Games, but I bet they do.
I think it's just the winter and summer X Games now. That's where all those kids are.
No, I think they really do have junior games, or they used to. I don't know. I don't think that they would get a coach famous to the point where you can do that
pitch
much
a shoe.
coke. Yeah, no, the Hendricks Sky Sports, it seems like he's got a lot riding on this, but it's more like, I'm gonna get fired.
The second they lost one game, he's like, "What are you doing out there? Do you want me to lose my job?"
I'll lose my goddamn job. No, yeah, the desperation's there for sure. And all those parties that we saw him and Coach Bombay, and they definitely weren't invited. They were crashing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, what are you? You sell sporting
in the
goods?
hills?
Yeah, so they bought him that house, or he's just staying there for the competition. Like, does he own Does he own that house
I
now?
think he's renting.
I would guess that the Hendrick Sports sales rep is more of a house sitter. And he's like, you can stay here for the next 3 days, but you got to wash the sheets and like do.
There's
all
still
this
coke
stuff.
residue over every single countertop in that
100%.
Bombay mansion. Short one-off comment. I'm in the market for a Minnesota Waves Bombay jersey.
Oh yeah, if they got him.
Oh, I bet they exist for like
They
$300
do.
on like Mitchell and Ness
They do.
or something for sure.
They look sweet.
I'll tell you what I'm in the mood for: a North Stars Minnesota, like the hat of the.
Oh yeah, that Bombay's wearing.
Yeah, I
that
think
green
it's
one.
the minor league team.
Something I just kind of appreciate about this movie. Granted, it's a kids movie, but it's just, you get right into the competition and training. Kind of, it's pretty much a movie of montage. It's just montage to get us through each match.
What's weird about
training?
I did notice that. I thought the training portion would be bigger.
Nope.
But we really bond over that little Western guy just roping everybody. It's like, all right, we're
Rope-a-dope.
good. But then we have another mid like movie after Coach Bombay decides to be like, I'll be here for you guys. We have like another real, like we have the training montage we should
Let's not
have.
forget
It
the first
starts
one.
with the montage in the Mall of America.
Let's not forget the rollerblading montage.
Oh, that's great.
Like, it just goes from montage to it's like 3 lines. Next montage. Let's jump this forward.
Outside of Brink, maybe the best rollerblading montage
Through a city
that
area?
I know of.
Ooh, it might be. Yeah, except if you're, I don't like how they take the guy's hat at the Mall of America sitting on the bench.
This is rude.
Oh, I don't like
think
most
it's
of
just
their
mean.
most of it's rude shenanigans all around. They're just really messing with people, and I don't like it.
And this is the Cult Classics podcast, second movie that features Mall of America. Go back and listen to our Jingle All the Way?
Oh, yeah, sure does.
I did some looking. Edina, where that cake eater Banksy's from,
Yep.
is 8 miles away from the Mall of America.
Okay.
They're all around town, is all I'm saying. It's a long skate scene.
Well,
This is
another.
They're kids, I get it. They got a lot of energy.
It's another logistics problem surrounded by Mall of America. Again, go back and listen to Jingle All the Way. No cell phones. So they're either calling people's houses or going to house to find all these people.
Yeah, you know Banksy's there washing his dad's car, though. You know he's there.
Yeah, he's junior, except he's the shit. Like, he's washing a Porsche. So
I see a sad little boy.
I get that we can find Averman because he's at work and he probably works there, although he works in the Mall of America. Who are the two that are just the most unrealistic that the crew's going to get a hold
Bash
of?
brother, they don't even look for him. He's just in the park. He's like, hey, guys, you're strolling by? I was beating up these nerds.
Cameron, he's always in the alley. You know exactly where Fulton is.
He's not an alley. He's hanging out by the canoe boats by the pond.
He's one of two people. He's either in the alley or in the canoe
They
boat.
know Averman shifts. They know Averman shifts. They got to sneak into the movie theater.
Averman's there. But the big one is Guy and Connie. How the fuck did they get that?
Where's Connie again?
Guy and Connie are like about to make out in front on the bridge.
Yeah.
How did they get
That's
this?
just stalker shit.
Well,
That's
also,
the
like,
stalker
when they're being like, I'm from, like Charlie, I'm from blah, 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 they all say different cities in Minnesota,
Well,
too.
it's either St. Paul or Minneapolis, except Banks lives in I'm not one of these guys, which is another zoning
What's
issue.
the guy's name? Guy?
Well,
Connie?
timeout doesn't.
What's the guy's name? Well, the guy trying to get with Connie?
Guy, jeez,
Anyway, he's just been trying to get with Connie for weeks, so they just
he
know
learned
he's
hockey
always
to do it. He's like, if I gotta play hockey, I'm gonna get this done.
Jesus.
Do I
It's not a
have to
baseball
play
movie, but
in?
he's been trying to get to second base for weeks.
Oh, we're going to L.A., I guess. Let's do it.
No chaperones or chaperones?
No
and that's another
chaperones.
question, because there's no goddamn chaperones in this movie. There is a tutor, which doesn't make sense because this takes place in the summer.
True.
Why do we even need to be taking
That's
classes?
tough. That's
It's
frustrating.
odd that, none of their parents are there to support their kids in the Olympics.
I get that the Ducks parents are
Not
there.
the Olympics. We need to keep.
It's the junior games, the Goodwill games. So
Whatever.
the Goodwill games
It's like the
doesn't have
McDonald's All-Star
athletic
game.
trainers because Banksy's able to get his hand chopped off by a hockey stick, and there's no X-rays. It comes like Coach Bombay 2 weeks after the injury to be like, "How's your arm? What happened?" All right, I'm rambling. I'm not even tethered.
I like that Iceland showed up to the press conference just to talk shit to the USA team. Seems like they had no business there, right?
Yeah, it seems like they're stocking Team USA. I don't know if they're favored, but they're definitely all a foot taller than.
And it wasn't even that great of a shit talk. I was like, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, there wasn't much to it.
In their defense, though, second language shit talking is better.
That's
than
true,
nothing.
that's true.
I couldn't shit talk in any language, but
Yeah, if someone said, I'd be like, ah, damn.
I'm
Fuck.
like, no, they're pretty good shit talkers for second language. That scene is mirrored. Once the Mighty Ducks, Team USA, they're just having fun with the beach ball. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can sneakily sneak. I don't think you can coyly sneak onto the ice with 20 people without making a little noise. They were there for the whole time, right?
Yeah, probably. It also seems like it'd be kind of hard to pop a beach ball with those gloves on without your fingers to dig in. So that's just arm strength squeezing.
My whole thing is maybe I've just lost the sort of the childhood fantasy, but like when he's like, let's have fun, and he just throws the beach ball. Like,
what do we do with this? Just kick it? Yeah, like is there a game
And they're all
involved?
like, they kick it. I just wouldn't have known what to do. What do we do, coach?
Yeah, I don't know the game. What are the rules?
You would have known.
Yeah, as a kid, I would have. Yeah, of course.
You
just
could
know.
have been in the geese standpoint. It's like, oh, this is my time to get with Connie.
Yeah.
Oh, just to go back to how much chaperones there weren't. The Bash brothers were just hanging around on a Saturday night.
Sure were.
Not a team activity. No parents. No chaperones. And then the four guys or three guys, Jesse, the cowboy, Goldberg, and Averman, they all went to Rodeo Drive in the middle of the day. Like, how much free time
Rodeo
is it?
Drive.
You're right.
He's been there
It is-
before.
It is a big...
Comment, in real life, if Keenan Thompson was heckling the team that much, I think, one, they'd throw him out of the stadium. And number two, if they followed him just into like a neighborhood in L.A., I think they were actually just going to probably rob them. This is my guess. Come on, follow me to this place you don't know.
For sure.
They're getting jumped.
Getting wicked Lost Boy vibes from that inner city hockey team, though.
They've been there for 60 years playing that game.
Oh, I didn't think
Lost
they were
Boys
like ages.
from like Hook. People
Yeah,
like,
like
yeah.
Hook's
Oh,
Lost
gotcha,
Boys.
gotcha. I heard.
Oh, you were thinking like
bit of both, though. I
vampires.
could see it.
Yeah.
They had vampires.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, I guess
Sorry,
so.
Peter Pan's Lost Boys.
Makes more sense.
Specifically the Hook version. You know,
Yeah. Ragtag bunch of kids.
ragtag bunch of kids.
Lot
Which
of
is
colors.
funny, though, because outside of Banksy and maybe the figure skater, most of these guys aren't cake eaters. So that the Ducks would judge these guys so much I'm talking about like the street hockey players, when just 1 year ago they were that.
Yeah, and still are.
It's pretty ignorant of
Their
them.
team was canceled.
Do you want to hear my biggest hot take? Well, do we agree that Coach Bombay is actually a really bad coach?
Yeah, he's not a good person.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got some redemption qualities. He's not a good coach, though.
He's redeemed himself to be trustworthy for a day.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's just constantly asking for a second chance. He's always been like, "Come on, guys, I can prove it to you. I'll kick my habit and I'll coach again."
He's got deadbeat dad written all over him. He's like, we're totally doing it. We're going to go to Disney World tomorrow.
So if he's a bad person, he's an even worse coach, though. He's not a good hockey coach.
We all agree then. Yeah, horrible person, worse hockey coach.
Case in point. So we've talked about him like just flip-flopping his personality so quickly, but when he decides to come back, it's midway through a game he didn't show up to.
Yeah, it's maniacal. It's narcissistic.
Yeah, not only that, it's like during the game and he's all of a sudden, "I'm super distracting. Look up here. Look up here." Yeah, it's like really distracting and annoying. I would not let him back. I'd be like, "No, the teachers learned about change up." And
what was he doing just hours before that?
Skating,
rollerblading and coming down.
Yeah,
he was just rollerblading and coming down and
just
looking
swinging
at
his arms and the stick on the beach in the sunset.
Oh God, what an asshole! He's the worst guy. But he doesn't do a scouting report or any training until midway through. Charlie, though, right? Charlie gives up his spot, so Keenan Thompson knuckle puck can play, right? Mm-hmm. I watched the tape. I watched the movie. Should Charlie be giving up his spot, or should it be Averman?
Ooh, Averman scored.
Averman did score.
So it shouldn't be Averman.
So
it should be the one that's just, who's the kid that's just always
Conway's
after Connie?
a hockey name, though.
Yeah.
Looks good on a jersey.
Got number 96, solid, right? He's a good glue guy, right?
Good glue guy.
Averman's a good glue guy, too, in a way. It's like you kind of need that little dipshit asshole. My argument is this. I know you need two goalies.
Get rid of Cowboy.
Oh, yeah, he's got good
He's
hands.
never really in anyway.
Or get rid of the
he
speed
really
skater
doesn't
because he can't
do
stop.
anything, in fact.
Just turns the ball,
Rides
turns
the
the puck
pine
over.
pony.
Oh, that's a good phrase. Okay, so lots of people could step down. Maybe Charlie should have or he shouldn't have, but I don't think he should have. I think it should have been Averman still.
They won. It seems like they made the right choice.
Or Guy. I don't know if Guy does anything. But the real call is Goldberg should not be the starting goalie in any way.
No.
It should be.
It should have been her from the start.
Yeah, from the get-go. I know she had a hot head in that moment she came in or whatever, but outside of that, she should have been starting every fucking game from the get-go.
If she was the ringer and the best in the country, and Goldberg's just that inner city kid that was, just did good in that one competition in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Also, this really pisses me off when they do the Goldberg goalie switch with Keenan Thompson. When Keenan Thompson...
DQ. Another reason for DQ.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that and just switch uniform.
Like, I think they say it in... I think you said it on Verified. You just can't
switch
do that
like numbers and like...
Oh, yeah, you can't even switch jerseys.
Yeah, you can't...
you can't falsify like your identity.
He takes his helmet off. Like, there goes all the element of surprise. Yeah. Like, why'd you do that? It's me! I'm setting up the knuckle puck again.
Do you know how you get more knuckle pucks off? You just don't say it.
Yeah, well, then you don't get... Jordan, you know why he's like, you haven't heard of my knuckle puck? I talk about it all the time.
I talk about it all the time. I do wish, though, that Keenan Thompson, he's nothing but brazen and trash talking while he's in the crowd, but he becomes very coy and humble once he's on the team. He loses all his confidence.
Yeah, because that's his first time on ice skates. He rollerblades, Jordan. He's like, oh my God, this is so much harder than I thought.
Yeah, a lot different.
Question. The Icelandic lady, their trainer, was she being sneaky and manipulative, or is Bombay just a bad coach and was getting sidetracked? It seems like she was just nice and genuinely...
I actually got the vibe that it was just a date that was unrelated to espionage or anything.
Yeah, I think
I don't even think he was being bad either.
I think the only thing bad is that maybe he's 15 years older than her. Other than that, I think game on.
Well,
it seemed consensual. I don't know what she saw in him.
Yeah, I think it's just he was a bad coach and he got sidetracked, but it wasn't her fault. She was just on the team.
It was just a reason for the team to kind of turn, just coach. Yeah, he's not really doing his job here.
Which he wasn't.
He wasn't.
He wasn't at all. He should have been scouting or having practice or hanging out with the team in any way.
In Coach Bombay's a little bit defense here. It would have just taken maybe 2-3 months of rehab for him to heal that ACL and just be back.
Yeah.
In the minors next season. He didn't want to be coaching those fucking kids.
He was skating.
I wouldn't either.
He was skating throughout this movie and doing better and in the competition. It seems like he was going to be back soon. In the third movie, tell me, Jordan, I know you're very fresh. Does Bombay get back into the majors?
No, he becomes a lawyer again. Oh no, sorry. Actually, the reason he can't
He's more
coach
on the sidelines.
Nope. The reason he can't coach the high school team, the Ducks, and Charlie takes it way too fucking hard again.
Well, it's his not real
That's
dad.
the whole movie. The reason he doesn't is he becomes they like league commissioner or like head scout of Junior USA Olympics. Yeah. So it's
Charlie, I can't coach the team. I hit a construction site. Now I'm coaching softball for the next 3 months.
And that is the plot for Hardball.
Sure is.
He makes like a cameo like 3 times in the movie though. He steps up big. He's not just absent, but Charlie's like, we get it. You don't have a dad. Neither does a lot of these people. Like
Goldberg definitely doesn't have a dad. I don't know that for sure, but he doesn't have a dad.
I get the vibe that his dad is either like a meatball sub or like a rat or something. I don't know.
With an Italian
You know what's
accent.
confusing about this? Goldberg, although he was in Mighty Ducks 1 and is living in Minneapolis, they say he says he's from Philadelphia.
I heard that too. That was one of my
questions.
questions.
He wears Flyers jersey like in like their civilian clothes.
How is he on the team?
I think I think he moved. I'm guessing he moved from Philadelphia to Minneapolis at some time.
He's like that token Lakers fan that's just the Yankees fan that
No,
lives in
but when
Iowa.
the Ducks are flying together, like he says, whatever Goldberg's first name is, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, also on the Ducks Fly Together thing, if I'm one of those new people that's like a ringer coming in, I'm getting real sick of this Ducks Fly Together shit that I wasn't a part of. Like, that means nothing to half the team.
No.
Yeah, like complete half
Did
the
they
team.
even do the flying V in this one?
Yeah, they do it,
do it like 3
once it
times.
works, once they get taken out.
Yeah, they do it against like Germany or Italy and it works. Iceland's like, we're just going to skate through you.
We're like adults and we lied on the AJ
I
application.
think NHL application, like, flying V might work.
I would think so if you got the right people. I don't know.
Seems like
fuck,
I don't know
Aberman
about
scored.
offsides and all that, like illegal man up field,
So the biggest question I couldn't tell, and I don't know what the rules were in 1994, but offsides happening all the time, right?
Who can say?
I couldn't tell at all.
How long did they have to train before they saw Iceland again? Back to like the timeline questions.
They got beat 12-1, and then it was like a couple other games.
Well, we're going like montage, like fast, lots of games, and then we have time for Rodeo Drive. We have time for like all these shenanigans and then training.
The tournament's 2 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's like a 6 bracket, whatever, double elimination. What they do is a little exposition when they're going through highlights and newspaper clippings. Russia does beat Iceland, so they do have one loss.
Jordan, you just watched the third one too, right?
I did.
So it seems like
I might actually know more about that one because it's the most recent one I watched.
it seems like this team, these ragtag group of kids, and I know they're kids. They're just kids, guys.
Just
I have
kids.
to remind myself
Just
that.
kids.
It seems like their biggest issue is the off season, that they just don't.
Oh, they don't
fucking
train at
practice.
all.
I'm guessing the third one. I haven't seen it in a sec. They have to go through this whole training montage again to get better.
It comes up immediately. They're like,
It seems
"What?"
like they just lose all their skills. They suck again.
Goldberg gets called out by the high school coach. He's like, when's the last time you practiced, Goldberg? He's like, we kind of just come out here and play hockey. And I think that's true. Mighty Ducks 3 should be called a rude awakening. I mean, they just weren't ready. I do have one big question about the add-ons to the Ducks, the new people.
Right.
I'm just going to call him Benny the Jet Rodriguez. Why would he make the team if he can't stop, even as fast as he is?
Jordan, this whole thing is a Ponzi scheme for this.
Oh no, I understand this guy, but like nobody else like brought up the Hendrick Sports guys.
He's the one that brought these people in. He's like, and here's what I found for you: the cheapest kids I could get in here without parents'
Brings
supervision.
a lasso like onto the fucking rink.
Yeah, I got big problems with him. He's a cowboy, but he's from Austin, Texas. That's a city. That's a liberal city in Texas.
True.
I'm just saying, do your research, Disney. I'm not saying he wasn't a rancher, but yeah, he borderline.
An 8-year-old kid's not going to know Waco though, so you got to just go Houston or Austin.
That's true. I didn't. Yeah, anywhere Texas, I'm like, that's what all Texas is like. You're right. I'm saying all my comments from 35-year-old Jordan. If I was doing 12-year-old Jordan, I'm like, this movie rocks. This movie rocks so hard, man. Did you see their jerseys? Do you just want to do that? Do you want to talk about like this? We were like 12-year-olds.
Oh,
Movie
sure.
rocks.
Queen, when they say, we will quack you. Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's a great use of that whole right when they come back into the third period with the use of that Queen song, "We Will Rock You." It's a good use of "We Will Rock You."
I'll also like one up that. No, I don't have a one up that. I was just going to continue to 12-year-old Jordan. Coach Bombay is awesome. Did you see him get a cool haircut and hang out with like people in like Hollywood? No red flags. Coolest part is obviously when they come out in the Ducks jerseys. I've been waiting for that the whole time. Love all the add-ons. It's cool that there's no parents. Still cheering for Guy. Get in there and get it done.
Who is Guy?
He's Guy Germain. He's trying to get with Connie and he plays hockey sometimes. He's on the third shift, I think.
Another just bad coaching point for Bombay. He just tells Julie the cat at the end, like, nah, don't worry about stick side. He's going glove side. He will go glove side.
Not a good coach.
If he's done any scouting, like we're saying.
I've been playing this game for like collectively 4 years now, so I think you should listen to me.
I think
Turns out Iceland just goes high stick side, game over, Ducks lose.
That's it.
That's it.
Should we move it on to recasting?
Get ready for this.
We should.
Welcome back to recasting.
This is going to be a fucking shit show.
It's a big one. This is a biggie.
Just, go quick if you got them.
Yeah, we're just going to try to run through this quick. Mark, who do you want to start with?
Do you guys have Tibbles?
Sure do.
I got Tibbles and Bits.
What's yours?
Tibbles and tidbits. I did John Lovitz.
Okay.
Ooh, damn.
That's actually really good.
Mine.
I did Philip Seymour Hoffman just because he can do anything, but yours is better.
I did Paul Giamatti. We're all on the same line, but because it's a kid's movie, I really like John Lovitz better.
That's
I'd
good.
love to see him schmooze.
Yeah.
I'd love to see. Yeah.
All right, we got 15 more people.
All right.
Michelle, the tutor.
Oh, I think
the tutor?
I actually think I have a good one. I have Jennifer Gardner. Speaks big, seems generic and innocent.
I don't mind that. I did Elizabeth Shue.
Oh, yeah, looks like definitely better than mine.
yeah.
I
More
tried to
90s
look like,
Full House, Lori Loughlin.
like it all.
Yeah,
None of
donate
us
it.
were wrong.
Jan.
Ooh, I'll
Jan?
go first because I don't like mine. Donald Sutherland.
Oh, okay. That works, actually. I did John Voight again just to keep him in there, but I want his Anaconda accent.
That doesn't make
John
any
Voight,
sense.
okay. Arthur Mallet. I think I like John Voight. He's kind of good.
I don't like him with the Brazilian accent or whatever he's doing, though. No, I don't like John Voight. It's too evil.
No one did. Mark, list another one.
Dwayne, Cowboy.
Didn't do him.
Got a bad one. Really was having trouble with this. Went Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, okay.
I like that, actually. I really do.
I have him somewhere else.
You could do like some silly
He
accent.
would do the silly accent. That's pretty much what I
did
went
Drake
for.
Bell. He's on all that, so...
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Portman, the skinnier Bash brother.
Okay, let's do both the Bass brothers. I did Taylor Lautner. He just needs to be big and a kid that can put on muscle. He doesn't have to have...
Which one is he?
He's the one from Newsies.
No, I know...
Oh, Taylor Lautner.
Lautner's
I know Taylor Lautner. You're just saying he's
that one. And then my other Bash brother...
I don't like that one.
My other Bash brother is just Corey Feldman.
I get voice like I like.
Wow.
Okay, I'll go next. So for the Taylor Lautner one you did, the more muscular one,
Portman.
I don't feel great about this, but I've got Mario Lopez.
Yeah, okay.
I thought of it. It's more looks based.
It is a looks based, but I actually think my
Muscles.
My what's the character's name? Who's the other Bash brother?
Fulton.
I think is good. I got Judd Nelson from.
Oh, okay.
From
Breakfast
Club and like all those Rat Pack movies. That one I feel good about.
That almost.
That's not bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For mine, I did Dean Portman. I did Austin St. John. He's the Red Ranger, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
And then
that's great.
Fulton, I did Dante Bosco, Rufio from Hook.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good one.
Nice.
Name someone else.
Jesse,
I have Caleb McLaughlin. He's from Stranger Things.
Love it. I did Kel Mitchell just to
Get him in there.
get him in there.
I did Michael B. Jordan. Just took a generic guy.
You know who was in the first one who did not come back for the second one? Little controversy here.
Jesse Smollett. I saw that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Little Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
What, so it was his brother then, right? Because there were two some?
Yeah, there were two of them. Yeah. Yeah, it was it was Jesse's brother. Correct.
Yeah, nice. Now shout out. That's our best on verified. I didn't even know that.
Averman, I did Corey Feldman.
I did Shia LaBeouf there. That's where I put mine. Silly.
Oh, you know,
curly hair.
You know, I did Krumholtz.
Son of a bitch, I love it.
That's the only one I'm like, I got it.
Give me another one.
Wolf, the coach of Iceland.
I did Carrie Elwes. Carrie Elwes.
Okay.
Ellis.
All right.
I don't hate that. He could be kind of funny with it.
I think so too, but I
Crispin
don't
Glover.
think he'll be trying to.
I did Crispin Glover.
Oh yeah, that's nice and creepy.
He looks kind of
I like
creepy
that.
Iceland guy.
So mine might be in a real version of this movie, but I did Stellar Skarsgård, the dad of all the Skarsgård, the professor from Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
You know,
I think they might be athletic.
Mads Mikkelsen. I could see him,
he's a great actor.
I could see him being like a
That'd be
creepy
perfect.
Iceland coach.
Yeah.
I thought Viggo Mortensen looks like too a bit.
Yes, he'd be. Yeah, someone like
So
that.
I could have done that, but I didn't.
Let's do Luis.
Which one's
that?
Louis?
Benny the Jet.
I missed him.
Mine's uninspired, but
Ralph
I went.
Macchio, uninspired.
Ooh, nice. I went Dev Patel.
Oh,
Changed
nice.
his name. He's probably not Latino anymore, but They've got a similar innocence about them.
Yeah, I get that.
Connie.
Earnestness.
Connie, I did Jeanette McCurdy. She's kind of stockier and seems like she could be a hockey player.
She's on
iCarly, some other Nickelodeon
like that.
things.
I actually really like that. I did Larissa Olenek.
No, the name face isn't popping up.
Got the same person.
Alex Mack, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I don't have her. I got Connie and Guy as a duo, but I got to find it.
I miss Guy.
Connie, I got Michelle Trachtenberg. She's from Eurotrip,
Nice.
Harriet the Spy.
Okay.
That chick. And then for Guy Germain, I did Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory, Roseanne.
Okay.
Seems like a guy that's like, I play hockey to get this girl.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm sensitive.
Let's do Banksy now.
Elijah Wood. Kind of delicate cake eater.
I get the delicacy, but maybe too delicate.
Sean Fox, Rocky from Three Ninjas.
Oh, okay.
I did.
That's good.
Rocky loves Emily.
Rocky loves. God damn, I've got so many names written
Or
down.
Devin Sawa.
Oh,
so-
sorry, that's what I wrote down. You can look
I'm
at there.
sorry.
Check it
I
out.
totally
I did
stole
Devin
your thunder.
Sawa.
I'm sorry.
He's from Casper. He's from Little Giants. He's from
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands. We've done 3 movies of him.
Yeah, I think so.
Fulton's in Idle Hands, too.
Yeah, Fulton is in Idle Hands. God, that's a great movie. Did we do that one?
Yeah.
Go back and listen to that. Go back and listen to our Little Giants. Go back and listen to our Final Destination. We got Sawa covered.
Julie the Cat.
Natalie Portman.
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles.
Oh, that's better. I like
It's just
that.
100% her. She was the only one I
Was sure of.
for sure. Yeah,
Next.
but Natalie Portman's good.
Yeah.
Works.
Goldberg.
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck.
Yep, nice.
He would be. It would work so well. Like a snow day, early '90s or like early 2000s. Josh Peck would be perfect.
I did an uninspired Lester Averman. Sorry, I just did the kid that plays the great Hambino from
Patrick.
Patrick.
Rada.
Yeah, I just missed his name. So my bad.
No, you're good. That's
Yours is better though. I know what that kid looks like, and yeah,
Charlie
Sean
Connery.
Astin.
get it totally. He plays it. That's his role in
Goonies.
Goonies.
I'll go. I have 2 people, but Jake Gyllenhaal, young Jake Gyllenhaal would be great for it.
That works for me.
I think I also read after I came up with it that he
was up for it?
He was up for it.
Okay.
And then I'll wait till Mark says his because I think you guys will actually agree with this one.
Thomas Ian Nicholas from Rookie of the Year and.
Oh, okay.
I
American
thought about
Pie.
him somewhere, but I didn't quite find him, so I like it.
I like that.
None of you guys thought of Joseph Gordon-Levitt there?
No.
Okay.
And Gordon Bombay.
Real quick though, the Icelandic trainer, I just did Diane Kruger. Apparently, I did her.
I had Diane Kruger. For Gunner, I had Ashton
National
Kutcher.
Treasure.
Yep.
Yep. For Gunner, I had Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, okay.
Just a looks based, and for the mean one, I went Courtney Gaines. You may know him from The Burbs. Hans Klopek.
Oh, we didn't do Keenan Russ's character. I like mine a lot. I did Bobby
We passed up on Russ. I would have done him way earlier.
Bobby J. Thompson. He's the kid from Role Models / Tracy Morgan's kid on 30
damn,
Rock.
that one's perfect. That
Right?
one's really good.
I'm happy about that one.
I did Nick Cannon. It was so
from
uninspired.
Role Models, the small kid.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
Well,
that's
he'd be
fun.
a little taller.
Just a shit talker.
I don't know. My rush is Rashawn Hammond from Hook.
Wait. You're- Russ, sorry.
You're doing it, Peter. Let me touch that face. Let me touch that face like it's.
Any other small characters?
No,
you guys
no,
have?
I'm ready
Let's
for
go
it.
on to Gordon Bombay.
Charlie Sheen just kept it in the family. Just switched to brother.
Totally thought
hit
about
it.
that.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it works.
Whoa, I gotta sit with that one for a while. That would work
Really well.
Really well.
Yeah.
Definitely like a bigger. Ugh, that one's good. I want to do Keanu Reeves, but that's just hardball, so
Right.
I did stake it out. Although I think it's perfect, and I agree with hardball. Do you go back and listen? Did we do hardball?
No. I don't think so.
Look. Do you sure?
Pretty.
Okay. I tried to go with someone that was like similar roles in acting at this point. I went Christian Slater.
Oh, okay. Should we move it on to Mount Rushmore?
Top 4.
Top 4.
Mount Rushmore Top 4.
Mount Rushmore Top 4. This week we are doing uniform reveals in movies. Either new uniforms or the uniform switch. You know, the Mighty Ducks theme. Rock, paper, scissors. Jordan, you won.
Okay, so I'm going to do the one I recall as a kid being like, fuck yeah, when it happened. And it's not this one. It's actually Little Giants. I didn't think they were going to get jerseys, and when they
good
did,
one.
I'm like, thank God they did.
I knew when you won rock, paper, scissors that one was going 1-1. So
Yeah, so I think we can agree that one's like, oh, they needed it so bad.
they
hate
needed
it.
that one. That was the glue,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it was it.
Can't argue that one at all. That's probably number one.
And
yeah.
they played, let's be honest, maybe the coolest. I know they're just wearing Cowboys uniforms, but in Little Giants, my God, they were cool.
Those were. Sick.
I was actually rooting for the Cowboys. I'm like, this Giant team can get fucked.
Fucking Ed O'Neill knew what he was doing.
Mark, you number two.
Can't. It's you.
Oh, it's me. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm going to do something kind of surprising because it isn't a good uniform, but it's the Disney made-for-TV movie channel Brink when he gets him the Team Puppensuts uniforms.
T-shirts, aren't
It's
they?
it's a downscale from the uniform he was in. That's when he anti-Bombays and he's like, we just need to be a soul skating team, and he gives.
I would have almost let you pick X-Blades there too.
Those are cool uniforms. They're basically basketball jerseys, I'm pretty sure, and Jinko jeans, but
Yeah, but
Jinko jeans. They're cake eaters, though.
so we.
yeah.
Although they're not, but they are.
I mean, everyone's cool, kids. It's extreme.
Trying to think what they would be in California. I kind of want to go a little obscure here, just keep things interesting. Go Space Jam, Toon Squad.
Oh, I
Okay,
like it. I
that's
totally
good.
thought about that.
Toon
Because
Squad.
you
Big
didn't
Toon
know
Squad.
if they were going to have a jersey or not, and then they do, you're like, nice.
Do we get that in the new one, the new Looney Tune, or the new?
I
Yeah,
think
you get
do.
it. Yeah, it's
Okay,
you
yeah,
know.
that's the
I
reaction I've heard in general about the new,
Yeah,
the new
I
one.
disavow the new Space Jam.
So there's so many. Yeah,
Honorable mentions for this.
there's so many honorable mentions. We just did
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings.
That
was
has
great.
one.
Oh, that's a great one. I didn't even think of that one.
Both the original and remake of Longest Yard. I like it because they're prisoners and you didn't think that they were going to get it. Do you want to hear kind of like opposite of this? I like in Sandlot that they don't wear cool jerseys. They're like, no, we're just ragtag group guys. We don't get jerseys.
Yeah,
That would have been a
better.
good movie for a uni reveal, though.
Oh, yeah, it would have been the best.
Hardball.
with what money? It took so much for them to get a ball, you know.
Hardball has a good uni reveal.
That's solid. I like Hardball. Are you sure we've not done Hardball?
No,
Positive,
100%.
dude, we have not done we've not done Hardball.
They're just running into each other. Look forward to during next baseball season Hardball.
Yeah. Air Bud has a good one.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Air Bud for years. Dishonorable mention, Big Green, because that movie can get fucked.
Dishonorable mention.
I hate that movie so much.
I don't think Remember the Titans has ones because they just kind
They
of
just get uniforms.
They do like your typical Alabama Rolling Tide, Crimson Tide.
They do have a uniform reveal moment, except it's the new entrance. That's kind of your uniform
Yeah,
reveal
sure.
feel.
That's
but
true.
no, they don't have one. We're Alabama and we're coming here to crush.
I mean, most sports movies that are a little fun and kiddie and not a dramatic, serious telling of racial tension usually has a uniform reveal in it. So I'm sure we're missing
yeah,
something
we're missing
for
a
sure.
couple. Let us know what we're missing.
Yeah, hit us up. Cold Classics Podcast. Cameron, take us out.
Thanks for listening to our take on D2, the Mighty Ducks. If you like what you heard, make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. You can find us on social media at Cult Classics Pod, and you can make movie requests at cultclassicspodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you tune in to our new Patreon series coming out. Also, our banter podcast, Urban Hermit. Many things coming up on the podcast network, so catch us on any of the new shows coming out. Bye, 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 bye.
Quiet.